Hello there, welcome back to Vintage Story. I hope you're having a wonderful day. Don't worry about this. I got a tip on Sunday, and unfortunately it was too late for me to implement in my last episode. But the tip was that salt water does not freeze. So why don't I make my canal out of salt water? And while I had gotten down to about there with the water, we still have a long way to go, and just filling this all in, putting in salt water, removing it, it's only going to add about 2 hours real time of work, which is not much in the grand scheme of how long it takes to make an episode. So yes, we are cleaning up all the ice and getting hurt in the process, apparently. And this will allow us to fill all this in with now salt water, which I did. Where is it? Right there. I got a bucket of salt water from the ocean. And so you see there, seawater. We can now start digging all this back out and filling it in with salt water. It will not freeze over, meaning I don't have to worry about putting these glass panes all the way along the path. I will put them over here where we have the pond, and probably along here where we're going out into the lake. At least the parts closest to the shore, because those are the ones that freeze over. The center never really freezes over. We can do that here too, and this will cost be salt water, and this will be salt water, and yeah. Now I gotta figure out where I want to cut. I had cut over here. I think over here might be better. And then I've got this here that needs to be cleaned up. But yeah, that'll take us out to the sea. So now I have to go make another shovel, because this one's almost dead, and start refilling everything in. But it lowers the maintenance. I get to cut out adding and chiseling the glass, which of course means I made a whole ton of glass that I no longer need. But you know what? I can find uses for the glass. So that's a quick little update. I'm going to get back to work. I'll see you in a bit. Well, we've been working on our canal for so long that we've got another rift storm coming. And so I just spent, well, the past 5 hours in game prepping a little hidey hole. I haven't looked into any actual good designs for this. So this is very temporary, or at least the current design is temporary. We'll be making it better in the future. Thank you. You should stay. Okay, let's do that instead. So we've got this little hole down here. We've got a door. We've got little gaps so I can either shoot or attack out if I wanted to. Otherwise, we can come up here, close the trap door, and we can put a campfire here. And this way we can have this structure to keep warm during the winter. I am going to make a few more boards to give it a roof. And I was thinking using the chisel to make little, well, if I do that, it won't be insulated. But I was thinking, there we go, doing a little bit of chiseling in here. So I have like knot holes I could look out and either shoot my bow or stab with a spear, but you get the idea. But there we go. Now I have a little place to hide during a rift storm. Oh, I forgot something. Any drifters that fall down here trying to get to me, I'm going to be filling up this area with beds and nails. Leaving a gap so I can get out or to get to them. But yeah, that way anything that comes down here, they'll damage themselves on the beds and nails. I can attack them through the wall. And we can just hide out here during the storm. And it's insulated, so I don't have to worry. Okay, this now it's not. Alright, anyway, I'll figure out how to insulate this better. It's just a temporary structure for now, but yep, this is where I'll be hiding during the storm, so I can be safe from the drifters and still be able to farm their drops. I have not watched any videos on how to build a good, I don't know what to call this, but yeah, so this is my first rendition. It'll probably change in the future, but since the story's about to begin, I'm gonna cut away so you guys don't have to see this stuff. Well, apparently they can hit me through the half slab. So this is going to require rework. So I noticed my ViesCraft airship has taken damage. Its durability was actually down all the way to 6. So the way we repair this is we take our arc spanner, shift, and hold the right click on it. And it takes a moment, and then it will repair, adding 5 HP per time you do it. So now we're up to fully repaired. If we just take off quickly, we can see that our tree farms have finished growing. So now we have an absolute ton of trees around the base that we have to now go and clear out. That does take care of our shortage of wood, at least some of it. And I've got different types. So we've got our oak over here. Looks like we got acacia there. We got some birch. We got pine, maple, birch, Copic, even a redwood. Not as big as the other redwoods, the ones that we found on the island a while back. But hey, we got redwood now. And I was thinking, so in my Terraformer Craft series, my first one, we did a grove where we had one of every type of tree grown. I think we're going to try to do something like that again here. It's not going to be in our compound because there's just not that much space for it in there. But yeah, we can pick an area like, I don't know, over there, level it out a bit more, and then just grow one of every type of tree over there, and those will just be for show, as opposed to the ones that are over here, which are for harvesting for different resources. And if we come down a bit, our ebony trees have grown. So I now have 2 ebony trees. I'll be cutting that one down since it's right next to the building, but this one we're going to leave for the aesthetic. So yeah, a bunch of trees have grown. It looks nice around here now, and I'm going to be cutting down most of them. Alright, so I've got the path laid out a fair distance now, so let's open our sail and actually sail down the canal here, if I can get moving. I got to tack into the wind, I think, and still not really going. Okay, it's a little strange since I've got to go on a slight angle. But here we go. I will be putting lights on each of these posts. I think it'll look really nice, especially at nighttime. Okay. I was afraid this might be the case. We cannot fit down the path. I'm going to need to make it one more wider in that direction. Alright, and that's why we're testing things. So actually, let's kill the sail. Get out of the ship. So we need to expand this section here, which means we're going to expand the entire way down the canal, at least on any angle. Remember, I made this. So it's 4 blocks going like that. But if you look like this, it's really only 2, and it needs to be at least 3, it looks like. I'm going to move everything over by 1. But according to the comment section, I'm sorry, I don't remember who commented this. It looks like the boat will be able to travel down and up one elevation change at a time. So this might work. If this does not work, the one over here definitely will. And so we will figure that out once I make the path a bit bigger. But we got this here. We're going to be putting a path over there. And I've started laying out the path here. But yeah, we're going to need to expand this as well. And that connects to this lake, which will then connect to this lake, which will then connect to the ocean. All right, so I've got a bit more work cut out for me, but hey, now we know what doesn't work, and it's not that much work to fix the issue. Oh, so I was talking about the path stones here. I can't remember which one it is. This recipe is from BetterRuins. You can configure it. I haven't figured out how exactly to remove the necessity of the blueprint, although the blueprint doesn't get used up once you use it. It's like the glider blueprint. Once you use it, you keep it. But it also looks like the stairs do not require the blueprint. So I can make myself a few stairs here. And do that. And that is perfectly fine. Whoa! Shocking. Alright, let's head back. And like I said, I'll get back to work. Alright, I've expanded this out a bit further. It's now even wider. The one extra block wide wasn't enough, so I had to do 2 extra blocks wide. But now the ship actually fits down it. So that's the good thing. So a little hard to go on these diagonals, I will admit. That could also just be the direction the wind is blowing is being a little of a nuisance. So let's see how we do with this first elevation change. Going down should be easy. Okay, we got stuck on the dirt. I mean, that's pretty easy to fix. And then how about this elevation change down here? Okay, same thing. We're getting stuck on the dirt, but that's fine because right now it's only 1 layer deep and I do intend it to be 2 layers deep. So that will not be an issue in the future. Alright, so we get down without too much issue. Can we get back up? Yes, okay, we got up that one just fine. And what about this one? Okay, yes, technically. It's a little wonky. It's a little hit your face against the wall until you get up, but it does work. So there we go. Our canal works. That's awesome. It's not done yet. Still got a bit more work to do. But proof of concept, we know it works. And I'm going to build a pier over here in the future. But that can wait. I'm going to get back to work on this, make it look nicer. Yeah, put a nice little pier over here would be nice. And oh, I made a path leading in and out of the base now. Well, the first part of the canal is now done. We connect to this lake down here. The next part is going to be much shorter, much easier. I need to go survey down here to see what is easier. This looks pretty flat. We've got a elevation change of 1, 2, 3. And it goes back down to sea level. Over here, I don't know if that's just a tree or if that's a mountain. Well, steep hill, right? So if that's flat, we go there. Otherwise, right here is not too bad. And then that connects to this. And we just finish our way out to the sea. But the first part is done. It's looking pretty good. I've just made up a bunch of candles. I'm going to need a lot more. I've got over 20 of these lamp posts. But I think instead of doing what we did in the base to make the lampposts, where we have them all, you know, look a little bit fancy, I'm just going to do something very simple and just place them on it like that. That'll light up the whole path, and I think that'll look just fine. But yeah, we have from here to about here is 20, and I still need to finish the path. So we have quite a bit more, and I'll probably do the... If we cut here, I'll put the lanterns here also. If we do here, we'll put the lanterns beside it regardless. But we'll put lanterns there just to light that up. We'll have a lantern around here where I cut through, and we have lanterns here. So that all the areas where we're cutting through to get to the next body of water is well lit. We can see it at night. We can aim ourselves better. I do like the look of this tree. I did replant one of the ebony saplings we got because if you did not know, crates, there are 3 different sizes of crates. You have the aged crates, which are actually the smallest. They can hold 16 stacks. Then you have almost everything else, and that's pine, oak, birch, you name it, and they can hold 20 stacks of an item. The only exception to that rule is ebony and purple heart. There might be a third, but I don't think there is. And they can hold 25 stacks. So the ebony logs that I have up here, we're going to turn into ebony boards, which will turn into ebony crates, which hold 25 stacks. And also the ebony wood looks really pretty. Half tempted to redo the surface of this table with ebony. But that would be, well, 6 slabs. It's not too bad. But here, I mean, you can kind of see what the texture looks like. That looks really nice. Where's an ebony plank? Yeah. So I might actually do that because I think that will go better with the black trim I did, which was shale or slate. I forget now. It's one of the two. But I think the ebony would go better than the white wood, the birch. Oh, keep forgetting about this. I got the last 2 bits that I needed for that tapestry and for the one we had up here. So there we go. We got a bit more lore. If I go to tapestries, we have 1, 2, 13, 8, 9, 12, 17, 4, 6. I'm gonna have to sit down and actually make a list out, but we're getting quite a few more of the tapestries done, which is unlocking more lore. And when I eventually get all the tapestry lore done, I will do a lore video on that. I could probably start doing lore videos on some of these, like we have the book, the stone, and the weight of stone, admirer of the miller, spy and the sparrow. We've got those completed, so I could probably sit down and do those lore videos before too long. I just don't know. I don't have the animation skill or the cinematic skill to put a video on behind those lore videos, so that might have to wait. I might have to play with some stuff, learn some stuff, but I might sit down and record them when I have a chance. Now that I mentioned that, I wonder if our trader friend over here has anything else useful for us. It is nice having a trader so close. Yep, nice to see you too. What you got? Tapestries that I have. Storage vessels, planters. Nothing too useful. Okay, well, thank you anyway. I'll come back in the future when you hopefully have a new stock. So I figured I'd go visit a few other traders while I'm at it. And we have a resonator and chandelier. And I wanted a chandelier, so that's awesome. The forlorn helmet I don't have. Let's grab that. That's 77 of my 79 gears. I think I do have a rough emerald. That's it. He doesn't want my peridot. Well, I think that's it for now, but there we go. Chandelier, which I can use as decoration in my house, also with cast light. Resonator, we can use many of our tuning cylinders now. And the forlorn helmet. So we actually have the full set of forlorn armor. I still have to repair it all, but we now have it all. I'm also almost out of gears, so there's nothing much I can really buy anymore. Alright, so let's start with making a new table. And I guess we can put it... we can't put it there because of the armor. Put it there for now. Well, now that I say that, let's grab that, put it on top. There we go. That's the full set of very broken forlorn armor. We can stick our resonator there. And now we can grab any of our many cylinders. Oh, look, another storm is approaching. I don't know why I'm not hearing music. Okay, well, I'll figure that out later. And then we have our chandelier, which I wanted to put right there. Then we can add some candles. It can take up to 8 candles, and now that is very bright. I can take that down now. Ooh, that looks nice. But as I'm sure you can hear, I sound a bit off. I just got back from the dentist. I have to go back in a few days. So recording is a bit painful right now. So I'm sorry it's a bit short, but I'm going to call it an end here. Thank you for joining me today. I hope you have a wonderful day, and I will see you next time. Later.